Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Talk Tech, brought to you by Sine Wave Technologies. In today's video, we're going to talk about 4 common types of phishing attacks, including phishing, vishing, smishing, and whaling. In case you didn't know, October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, so I thought it would only be fitting to talk about one of the most common forms of cyber attacks, phishing. In this case, phishing is spelt with a PH, and instead of you baiting fish, phishing is when a hacker baits you for access to confidential information. There are several forms of phishing attacks, but today we'll focus on phishing, vishing, smishing, and whaling. All of these attack methods are a form of social engineering, which is when a hacker uses human interaction to manipulate someone into giving out confidential information about an organization or its computer systems. If you want to learn more about social engineering, check out our video, Social Engineering Attacks and Prevention. First, let's begin with phishing. A phishing attack is often done through deceitful emails or websites that attempt to steal sensitive information by getting you to click on a malicious link that will give the hacker access to your information. Oftentimes, the hackers will pose as an organization using a similar domain name in hopes that the recipient will not notice and give over important information. A general rule to follow is to double-check the email address of a message that asks you to click on a link or give username and password. Email phishing has been around for a while and is becoming more known, but as technology has advanced, hackers have also begun to adapt, which brings me to vishing and smishing. Vishing is a form of phishing that uses voice or call interactions in order to gain important information. The most common type of vishing is when an attacker calls, posing as a fraud inspector, claiming that your account has been hacked. If you ever receive a call that makes these claims, hang up and don't give out any information. Instead, if you are worried about your account being hacked, go to the company's website and get their contact information directly to verify if changes need to be made. Smishing is very similar to phishing emails by sending malicious links through short message services, more commonly known as text. Malicious text can be more dangerous because oftentimes the recipient is caught off guard or preoccupied. Because most people keep their phone on them at all times, it would be easier for someone to accidentally click on a link received through a text without taking precautions. If you receive a message from someone claiming fraud or urgency such as winning a prize, do not click on the link or respond. Lastly, I want to talk about whaling. Whaling is when an attacker has a set target, usually aiming for higher positions in a company such as senior executives and other important individuals. Though the goal of whaling is the same as phishing, the approach has to be premeditated and subtle as stakes are much higher. Oftentimes, hackers who are attempting a whaling attack will pose as an existing senior staff in order to lower the guard of their victims. In order to avoid a whaling attack, check the domain in which the email was sent from, check for any differences in the company's email format, and be wary of keywords such as bank transfer or any verbiage that creates a sense of urgency. Well, that's all for today's video. If you've enjoyed this series so far and want to learn more about technology, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified about our next video. If you have any further questions or just want to follow along to learn more tech, check out our social media linked below in the description or take a look at our website at sinewavetech.com. I hope you all have a great weekend and I will see you next week on Let's Talk Tech.